Majority of us got about a 3 to 5 year window to build wealth. Alright? It's your boy Thomas Carter, TC Talk, TC Fitness. Welcome to Everlasting Awareness. Now I'm making this video because somebody asked me to make a long form video speaking about this. The reason why I say we have a 3 to 5 year window is because, number one, these companies are showing us right in our faces what they plan on doing, right? A lot of them plan on incorporating AI into their businesses so that they can replace humans, right? That's number one. Number two, none of these companies will ever care about how you feel. They don't care. These people are billionaires, multi-millionaires. They make a lot more money than the people that's making $20 an hour, right? So the more money you have, of course, the more power you have, right? Because you need money to survive out here, right? And a lot of us work these mundane jobs and you're not really getting that much of a return on your investment. So when you think about things on a deeper level, right? The way that the system has been designed is that the money goes to the top, and the people that get paid either weekly or bi-weekly, you get paid last. Now, what do I mean by that? So obviously, we're living this human experience where prices are constantly going up, but your pay is staying the same, right? Now, in order for you to make progress financially, you need something that's working for you. You understand what I'm saying? So you need to own some type of asset. You need to own some type of real estate. You need to have money flowing your way. Now, usually, like I said, you get paid bi-weekly or you get paid every week. You're last to get paid. The cost of living already went up prior to you getting paid, right? And when people say that the dollar is losing its value, they're basically saying that you need more dollars to purchase the same item. So for example, somebody wants to buy a car, right? You want to purchase a car. You need more money now than what you would have needed a couple years ago to purchase the car, right? And what a lot of people don't know is that a lot of these items are depreciating items, right? Some people look at a car as an asset because I can make money using my car, okay? But you're also losing money with the car because you have to pay for maintenance, you have to pay for gas, you have to pay for insurance, things of that nature, upkeep. So none of that is putting money in your pocket. It's actually taking money out of your pocket. Same thing with a home. Oh, I can buy a big home and then I can sell it. Well, somebody has to buy the home from you, right? You might have to wait some time to sell that home, right? And you better hope that you sell it for more than what you bought it for. Okay? It's tough that a lot of people are not aware of what's going on, right? A lot of people continuously want to be entertained and not educated. They want to continue to have fun. We live in the matrix, right? Sports, entertainment, BS, things that really don't matter, things that's not going to help you grow financially, right? And then we have people that are graduating college that can't get a job because the jobs are not hiring. Why? Because the jobs would rather use AI than pay another human being. So we have a whole bunch of student loan debt that people are not going to be able to take care of. I told y'all this already. I don't care, bro. I put myself on deferment. I don't care. Judge me if you want to. But we got a whole bunch of student loan debt that people can't take care of because they don't have no income. So what are people supposed to do? Now, me personally, right? On my days off, y'all already know this about me, bro. I do Uber Eats. I do what I gotta do. You know, I got my YouTube channel, and I try my best to make the threshold each month. And the way that YouTube is that it is like so let's just say if I was to hit the threshold this month, I won't get paid out till next month, right? So it's like that with YouTube. But it's still another source of income for me, because just being dependent on the W-2 job is not benefiting anybody. Let's just be honest with that. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Like, whenever a job is telling you you're gonna make this amount of money, or we're gonna pay you this amount of money per hour. This amount of money, does that sound correct? This much per hour, or you're gonna make this salary. Always, they never tell you how much you're gonna make after tax. They just tell you pre-tax, right? So if your only source of income is the 9 to 5, but you have no other sources of income, it's not gonna be easy, because it's already tough working the 9 to 5 and having to wait to get paid. And every day the cost of living is rising. Now, will prices ever come back down? Probably not. They don't care about that, unless people continuously revolt against the system. But if they're seeing that some people are still purchasing stuff, or they still spending money on this and the third, then why would they put prices down? They won't, because they don't care about how you feel. The rich people want to focus on getting richer. The wealthy wants to focus on getting wealthy, and that's what you have to do too. Because it's really like Wall Street Trapper would say. I'm not saying this came from me. It's gonna be the haves versus the have-nots. And I'm glad that I started my investing journey when I was 28. Like, real talk, I'm glad that I started it when I was 28, because I've embedded the positive habit of purchasing assets, outside of taking care of bills, outside of taking care of my responsibilities. Is it tough? It is, right? At the end of the day, it's better for you to do it than not to do it, because you can save as much money as you want. You can try your best to save, but it's not going to bring you wealth, because the money's not moving. The money's not growing. Yes, you're going to keep saving and it'll grow, right? What I mean by growing, I mean like compound interest. I mean companies paying you dividends, things like that, to where you're able to build a buffer, and you just gotta figure it out. Like, if these companies are trying to replace me with an AI robot, how can I own the company so that they're paying me? Even while trying to replace me, they're still going to pay me in some way, shape, or form, whether it's the company growing. So you purchasing growth stocks, like Tesla, like Amazon, like Google, like Apple, right? Or you purchasing real estate in the stock market, and the real estate is paying you a dividend. And of course, you got to get the capital, but a lot of y'all got to put your pride and ego to the side. So many people be like, I'm not going to do this, that, and the third because I don't want to. Bro, as long as it's something positive, as long as it's something positive and it's bringing you a positive return on investment, then just do it. Until you, eventually work on your own thing and it's bringing you more money than what, like, for example, like DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats. Some people be saying, oh, that stuff is trash. Oh, there's no people ordering this, that, and the third. It all depends on your market, honestly. It all depends where you live at, the area. Me out here in New York City, people still ordering food. They don't care. They may not be tipping as much, let's be honest, let's be real, but they still ordering food. Why? Because you need food to live. What you gonna do, starve? Nah, you gotta eat. You know? So I personally feel like a lot of these companies will still be around because they add some type of value to humanity. You know what I'm saying? And you got to put your emotions to the side. Like, you can't be so emotional about investing. Oh, I don't want to invest my money because I'm afraid that the stock market is going to go down. Stop being fearful. You have to see opportunity and you have to take advantage, bro. No risk, no Rari. For myself, no risk, no Tesla. Because I do want a Tesla, bro. But I'm going to continue to delay my gratification. I'm going to continue to wait. You know, I was looking at some Teslas yesterday, me and my fiance. But I need other sources of income to generate so that that can pay for the Tesla. You understand what I'm saying? But in reality, bro, like, we don't have that much time to just be sitting around playing around. Or, you know, you can't just only depend on your 9-to-5 job, because a lot of these jobs are not going to be here. Or if they are here, they're not going to be hiring that many humans. If they can get rid of you to save money, that's what they're going to do. Because the business cares about profits. It does not care about people. It cares about profits. And it's sad. It's whack because they put profits over humanity, right? So you got to be willing to look out for yourself. You have to. You understand what I'm saying? You can't think like an employee. You can't just think I gotta only depend on this paycheck. No. Whatever paycheck you make from your job, that is your business, what you do with the money, right? I can't tell you what to do with your money. I'm not your dad. You understand what I'm saying? All I'm trying to tell y'all is that if you don't find a way to invest any type of money, you're cooked. Because you're missing out on opportunities. And then y'all get mad at rich and wealthy people for building wealth. Why would you get mad at somebody that you can be? All it is a mentality, is a mindset. That's all that it is. What are you going to do with the money that you do have? Don't focus too much on what you don't have, right? Because that's not going to benefit you. What are you going to do with what you do have? Because if you're spending your money on BS, then expect to get BS in return. But if you're putting your money to work, that is how you make progress, bro. That is how you make progress. You understand what I'm saying? But you can't think like an employee all the time, right? Because now you just only dependent on the job. It took me years of repetition to build a portfolio, bruh. Constantly having to do the Uber Eats delivery, taking care of my responsibilities, setting money aside for the stupid government, right? It is what it is. And still putting money to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's things that you have to do, bruh. You got your money sitting in a savings account. If everybody was to take their money out of the bank at the same time, the bank would not have everybody's money. Just think about that. They quote unquote tell you save for a rainy day, not knowing that anywhere on the planet it rains, bro. So what do you, like, you have to save with intention. So many people's intentions be negative, bro. Think about that. Emergency savings. So you're saving your money for an emergency. So when an emergency comes, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. At least I have the money. I get that. That's cool. But intentions, bro. I'm saving so that I can build assets, so that I can build wealth. I'm not having a negative intention. I'm having a positive intention towards the things that I'm saving for. You understand what I'm saying? It's just people been programmed. They hear it from one person and then it goes on to the next person. Same thing with you need a 3 to 6 month savings. Bro, what about a year? What about 2 years? I need a year worth of investments in my portfolio. I need 2 years worth of investments in my portfolio. What about that? It's regurgitated information, bro, from one person to the next, bro. Because even having 3 to 6 months is not enough. Because then what you going to do after the savings is up? What you going to do? If you don't have no money working for you in a 3 to 6 month span, what are you supposed to do? Look for another job? When your money is supposed to have a job, which is supposed to be working for you? Every dollar you put to work, you're supposed to look at it as an employee? The same way these companies look at you as a number, you got an EIN, you trading time for money, you're supposed to look at your money the same way. I'm putting this money to work so that the money's working for me, whether I'm physically working or not. Because the money gonna work 24/7, just like an AI robot. The money don't need a day off, the money not gonna call us sick, it's just repetitive. As long as I'm building positive financial habits, that is my way of building wealth, right? It's something you have to do. Stop trying to look rich. Stop trying to impress other people. Stop caring too much about what other people think because they don't care about you. They're not thinking about you at all. If you was super hungry and starving, none of these celebrities, none of these people is going to save you, bro. You got to save yourself. You don't have time to be wasting, bro. They want to waste time on stupid stuff, bro. On stupidity. Still being entertained, still thinking about this celebrity. Look at it, look at what this person did. Look at what that person did. Are they putting money in your pocket? No. They're not. So stop caring about these people so much. Care about yourself. Stop being programmed in the matrix. Because they're distractions. They're distractions from a bigger picture, bruh. Your financial structure is being tampered with from people that don't give a F about you, bruh. Can you call up a celebrity and say, can you help me get a job? No. So stop caring about these people. It's either you learn how to trade in the markets or you learn how to invest. You don't have no choice. Coming out with they got self-driving cars. They about to come out with semi-trucks, Tesla. They about to come out with robots. And y'all worried about being entertained, bruh. Man. I'm trying to tell y'all, bruh. Time to tell you, you're the only person that's gonna save yourself. You better invest into these companies or get left behind, bro. That's it. You ain't got no choice. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and leave some comments below. Thank y'all for tuning in. I love y'all.